Happy game day, Creekside. Thanks for tuning in to the Nightly News Network.
I'm Ashton Shepard.
And I'm Beckett Browder.
We're going to get you all fired up for the big game tonight between 2nd and 5th ranked teams in the entire city when your Knights travel across the river to Fleming Island for a matchup with the Golden Eagles.
It's a big district game, and we have all the matchups and info you need for the best game day show around. It's all coming after the news.
Here are your announcements for today, Friday, October 2nd, 2020.
The Creative Writing Club is getting ready for a fun new year. If interested in joining, please email Miss Reedy or drop by her room to add your name to the list. First meeting will be in October.
The Junior Ladies Club is starting up. If you're interested in joining or becoming an officer, drop by Miss Weaver's room in 152 today to pick up the Schoology Club sign-in code and or the officer application. To reach her by email, use the email below.
HOSA is looking for new members. They are a club for future medical professionals to learn more about the medical field and explore career opportunities. Use the Remind code below to join their Remind for updates.
Be the Best You Club is a club that works to spread positivity and kindness throughout Creekside and our community. Their first meeting is Tuesday, October 6th in room 260 at 8:45 a.m. Join them for a wonderful way to start off your morning.
Crochet for a Cause is a service club open to all who are interested in learning how to crochet. Members make cancer caps and lap blankets to donate to children suffering from cancer. Anyone interested can join the Remind code below.
Voting for your class officers will be held today during your 4th period class. Make sure you get to the polls and vote this afternoon to make a positive impact on your school. You know, Election Day is coming up next month, Beckett, but today on campus is our class officer election day.
Make sure you go perform your civic duty and vote during your lunch.
Elections are being held for all classes today, freshmen through seniors.
We're sure you've seen their ads plastered on the walls throughout the campus. Make your choice and decide who runs your classes today.
Get out there and vote.
But let's get down to business, Ashton. We have another lovely game day on campus.
Let's get it started with the highlights from the First Coast game from 2 weeks ago.
One more ride, one more race. We go all out, we don't play. One more ride, one more way. We don't slow down, ain't no breaks. I'ma go off, I'ma ride tonight. It don't matter what we face. I'ma go off, I'ma ride tonight. I'm the master of my fate. I'ma go off, I'ma go off, I'ma go off, I'ma go off. Yeah, I gotta go now. Taking off and I'm riding on the road now. Hit the gas, no brakes, gotta go now. Put my life on the line, yeah, it's on me. Blood rushing through my veins, no IV. Ride switching lanes, you can't stop me. You can smell the propane when you pass me. Ride for the game because I'm the chief. Helicopter hovering, it's high speed. Chase, drive, straight. I'ma race to the cake. Flame on it, don't change on me. All of us became homies. One more ride, one more race. We go all out, we don't play. One more ride, one more way. We don't slow down, ain't no breaks. I'ma go off, I'ma ride tonight. It don't matter what we face. I'ma go off, I'ma ride tonight. I'm the master of my fate. I'ma go off, I'ma go off, I'ma go off, I'ma go off. Yeah, I gotta go now. Nah, you rockin' with the heat, the child and overdrive.
What's up, Creekside? At Home Correspondence back with you. I'm Connor again.
I'm John Moon.
Yeah, we got a little bit of like a sports report for you guys. So if you got to watch Creekside's average football team this weekend, we took on the number 2 ranked Bulls Bulldogs, and they're not ranked number 2 anymore.
Daniel Plummer with 2 passing touchdowns. One of them was a game-winning strike in overtime to Jacob Ritchie. And Jack Goodrich with a 68-yard receiving touchdown. Preston Stroke with 2 rushing touchdowns, and he is in the lead in the state for rushing touchdowns. On defense, in the first half, Bulls went 0-4 in the 4th down versus a tough Creekside defense. But in overtime, Bulls' first and only possession came up empty thanks to pressure on the quarterbacks leading to an incomplete pass.
So Creekside football moves up to 2-1 this year, with their only loss coming to Bartram, and that was iffy. But after the 31-24 overtime win over Bulls, next week we got Fleming Island. They're undefeated. Whoever made our schedules, not nice to us. They've given us a lot of tough teams, but we've got a really good team this year, so you should definitely support the team however you can. The game this week is at 7:30 p.m. It's going to be awesome.
Meanwhile, in other Creekside sports news, our volleyball team is 10-1 as of Tuesday night, is ranked 57th nationally and 4th in the state on max reps. We got 2 wins in 2 weeks over Bartram Trail, with Jaden McBride with 141 kills on the year and 22 aces on the season.
And lastly, Andrew Riley is this year's county champion for boys golf. Big stuff. Yeah.
If you're watching virtually, make sure to watch the sporting events on the NFHS network. And all sporting events have limited attendance, but make sure to support the teams.
Yeah, that's it for our at-home sports report. Good to see you guys again. We'll be back with you at some point, probably in the next 2 weeks or so. But It is good to see you again. So for now, I'm Connor Searcy.
John Moon.
And we will see you next time.
Master Skywalker, there are too many of them. What are we going to do?
2 weeks ago was a lot of fun against First Coast.
And last Friday was incredible. Creekside went into the Bulls School and took down the number 2 ranked team in the state.
It doesn't get any easier for the Knights tonight as they cross the river to take on the Golden Eagles of Fleming Island.
They come into this game as the number 2 team in the city, while your Knights come in at the number 5 spot in Jacks.
A win tonight would go a long way in marching towards a playoff spot.
It is a big district game, our second of the season. Fleming Island won the district last year, but the Knights look to take an early advantage towards being crowned this year.
Let's break down this game and some other games happening in our area with our game day crew. What do you have for us today, guys?
What's up, Creekside? We're coming off a win from the Bulls game. So let's get started with games going around St. John's, starting with Matanzas versus Ponte Vedra.
I think that Ponte Vedra is going to win this one. Matanzas is coached by Coach Forrest, who left us last year to take on his head coaching position. And he's doing a really good job at coaching them. They pulled off a big upset last week. But I don't think that they're strong enough to beat PV's defense.
Yeah, I agree. The only thing I have noticed is Ponte Vedra's played pretty weak teams so far. So I feel like it's not representing them as well as it should. I mean, I'm kind of sour that my boy Maddie left us. But I have a good feeling Matanzas is going to pull a win on that.
Yeah.
And our next game is Mandarin versus Nice.
So, I think that Mandarin's going to win this one. Nice beat Yulee last week, which was pretty surprising to a lot of people because Nice is just not good. They are not good. But I think Mandarin's going to win this one.
I agree. I mean, Nice has proven time and time again how bad they are. And Mandarin's not too good this year either. But I think this is where Mandarin's going to draw the line at who they're losing to. Because, I mean, it's one of those determining factors. If you lose to Nice, you're not that great. And I don't mean to, come at Nice that hard, but that's kind of how it is.
Yeah.
Our next game is American Heritage versus Bartram.
All right. Well, they're both 3-0, but American Heritage is such a good team. And they're definitely going to beat Bartram. But they're both pretty good teams. But American Heritage is number 1, and they're going to win that.
I think it's no question American Heritage is going to win. They're like 21st in the nation and top 10 in the state. And I think Bartram has no shot against them. Like, even their ego is going to help them win this game. Like, they know they're the best.
Yeah.
So I think that's an easy win for them.
And Menendez versus St. Aug was canceled.
Yeah. And then finally, we have Creekside versus Fleming Island.
All right, well, we're coming off of a big upset against Bulls. We really pulled that one off. So good. It was a really good game. But Creekside's going to beat Fleming. I don't think, like, if we can beat Bulls, we can beat anyone.
I think we saw a pretty average team, Creekside, playing Bulls this week.
Oh, yeah. Very
and
average.
I think if a very average team like Creekside can beat the Bulls, they have a very good shot at beating Fleming. I mean, they're known for being a really good team, but so was Bulls. And another thing is Fleming looks like they have more of a weaker defense. So I think if we find those gaps and take them down offensively, we can break them down and beat them.
Yeah, Fleming is really good, but Creekside's really determined.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
And my player of the week is Jack Goodrich. He made outstanding plays last game. I loved watching their edits and watching all their great plays. I'm actually going to be at the game tonight, so I look forward to seeing him along with all the other guys.
Yeah. I chose one from offense and one from defense. So my offensive player is Daniel Plummer. Last week, he did so good at this game. He passed for 235 yards with 2 touchdowns against Bulls, which is such a big deal for us. And I'm sure he's so happy about that. My defensive player is Jake Thorpe. He has 28 tackles, 2 fumble recoveries, and 4 pass deflections in the past 3 games we've played this season.
I think, I agree with those. I mean, we've had some really strong players, and I think our new quarterback, Daniel Plummer, has just been, not carrying this team, but leading them. And I think that's great for our team, and we're working together, which is really good. Mm-hmm. So I think we have a good chance on winning tonight.
Another good thing about Jack is he's doing a really good job at making sure that everybody's in line and they're not giving up, that you play until it's 0-0 on 4th.
Yeah. Well, make sure to follow the game on KNN's Twitter. This is Skylar Catherwood
and Ellery Moore
reporting for KNN.
Go Knights.
7:30 at Fleming Island High School tonight, the last of 3 straight road games.
Then the Knights come back to the castle for 4 in a row, starting with Nice next Friday.
Before we get too far ahead of ourselves, Ashton, what do you think happens tonight, Knights or Golden Eagles?
I think that the Knights are going to come out on top, but after a close game, maybe 7-6.
Yeah, we're really the underdog here, but I think that we're going to pull through with the W. I'm going to go 24-21.
All right. Well, remember to follow the game on the KNN Twitter account if you can't make it out to the game. There will be live in-game updates posted throughout the evening.
And we'll have the highlights for you as soon as our teams finish up with them.
As for us, that's our show for today, Creekside.
If you ever have anything you need announced on the news, or maybe you have a package idea, email us at nightlynewsnetwork@gmail.com.
If you miss a show, make sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram for all of your KNN content.
Have a great day, Creekside. Please, have a great weekend. We'll see you on Monday.
Go Knights!